Quick update here on the Sureflex 115-9. This is the field from my first side dressing video. I don't know if by now I will have posted another side dressing video. I'm not sure or not if I will or not. But anyways, this is going to be, oddly enough, first time I've walked in this field since I side dressed it, and that's been a while ago. Why have I not walked in it? Well, after that video was taken, we did not get any rain for 42 days. Yeah, 42 days. This corn got burned from the nitrogen. And I'm going to tell you, as weird as this sounds, I think I got a little bit from the nitrogen. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But this will be the first time walking out in this field. That's how disgusted I've been with this whole growing season. It just sucks. The prices are so good. Had such a good opportunity to capitalize on this really good market. Yes, inputs are expensive, but I still think that the price of these crops right now are good enough to really do good with. So it's extremely disappointing to have a drought like that. Especially, well, I mean, there's really nowhere in the country that can support a 42-day drought, but it's especially tough here in Georgia because look, we're pretty sandy. I mean, we can hold some moisture, but I mean, when it's literally 110, 115 degrees some days, it can't keep up, you know, for that long. So I just wanted to come here and take a look. That's a pretty good size ear. It's a pretty good size ear. I mean, this is head tall. You can see out there it gets a little taller. I just wanted to kind of update you guys. That's a pretty good size ear there. That's a pretty good size one. It's got a fair green color to it. I wouldn't say it's definitely not where I wanted it to be. The bottom leaves started firing up, and yes, there are weeds. If you remember back to that video, I was already complaining about the lack of weed control. Well, just riding around the area, I am not alone. Everybody else's fields are fairly weedy. To be honest, I think a lot of these people have just abandoned their crop because it got that bad here. And I got lucky. I got really lucky. That's a fair size ear. I got lucky because I planted this corn about 2 to 3 weeks out of the normal planting window. Well, I mean, out of the early planting window. So that's a nice ear. It's about what they all looked like last year, I believe. But, so yeah, I was a little bit later getting this corn in, and I'm telling you that probably, I'm not kidding, saved this crop. Because if I had put this corn in when my neighbors had put theirs in, I can tell you, I wouldn't even have corn to run through a combine. That's how bad some of their fields are. Like, they're not even going to harvest it. It's not even, like, I went by a field today. This is a really small ear. I mean, I can feel the tips there. That's a 5-6 inch ear, if that. I seen a whole 50-acre field that the corn, all right, this corn is about even with my head. It was tasseled out this tall. This ear was about this big or smaller, and it was down here, about 1.5 feet off the ground. That's how bad it hurt the guys with the early corn. I mean, this is not good. Not good at all. You know, you see some big ones here and there. Overall, I am I'm actually pretty blown away with this Sureflex corn yet again. It makes corn, well, it'll give you something to harvest in a drought, that's for sure. I mean, does it get any worse than 42 days here in Georgia? I know a couple years ago, we had a 30-something day drought seeing some of this fungus here on the ears. Ooh boy. That's not what you want to see. I would pull one back, but it's pretty hard. I'll pull some ears at some point. Yeah. This looks like, I don't know, 40, 50 bushel corn, if that. I don't even know if it's gonna make that. I hate to be negative. I mean, like I say, I've not had really great videos lately, and the whole, gosh, at the weeds, the whole attitude this year just went to crap whenever we got in that drought. Seeing some of this fungus on every ear. That's not good. I don't know what that is. Do some research there. But you can see where them leaves got burnt. Hang on. It's not very characteristic of the 115. Can't really see it. See a lot of good husk cover on the 115. But what was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, just then you wouldn't believe it. After we got through with the 42-day drought, it has dropped 10 inches. 10 inches of rain in the past 12 days. So I wonder if that's kind of what that fungus is maybe from, is it's a severe amount of rain. So it's really been two extremes. It's just not been a good season for growing crops around here. Maybe anything except for well, looks like I got some coons in here. I've been catching some along the edge of this field, but I didn't know they were coming this far in. I had soybeans back here last year, and they the deer just tore it up. Absolutely tore it up. I'd rather have a few coons messing with it than 40-something deer back here. I need to get back to, I actually hadn't set a trap in a couple of days. I need to set some more traps. It could be the deer too. I don't know. Could be the deer walking through. But yeah, anyways, nothing to really brag about here. I am, again, happy that the corn at least is gonna be harvestable, because some of my neighbors were not so lucky, unfortunately. They were not so lucky. This literally is what some of my neighbors' corn looks like. Fried, literally fried. This is kind of on this little sandy corner here. It always looks like this, really. Let's walk up here and see if there's anything different. I doubt it. That's weird. A peanut. There hasn't been peanuts back here in 15 years. It's funny. Let's walk up in these rows and just see. Yeah, it's been bad. And then of course, whenever it went back to raining, the corn had already somehow progressed through some stages, and yeah, it was too big to get out there with my sprayer and put more nitrogen on it. So I've got probably a fourth of my total corn acreage is not even close. That's a good size ear. Not even close to its nitrogen needs were met. There we go. Now we're talking. It's a little better. This one's got two on it, a little tiny one. That's a pretty good size ear. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good size ear. Well, the only thing we can know for sure is when when the combine rolls through it, we'll know for sure what's out here. That's kind of what you want to see, but you see there's a lot of spacing on this plant. This plant had a lot of room for uptake. Same with this one. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. That's pretty big. That dang thing is no joke, a foot long. It's pretty cool. Looks a little better up here on the hill, I'd say. It really does. Looks a little better on the hill up top. So I'm gonna end this video here. I know you guys probably getting tired of me complaining, but again, it's just so frustrating, like so frustrating.